Please welcome CSP Jeff Mowatt.
Jeff Mowatt.
Jeff Mowatt.
And here's the last that I want to refer. I mentioned there was going to be 3. I wrote about this in my first book, Becoming a Service Icon, 90 Minutes a Month. Today's distracted customer means good customer service has become wallpaper. By distracted customer, what I'm referring to is demographics and technology. Demographics, you know who the busiest people in North America are? Baby boomer women. Because typically that age group is trying to balance work with also trying to do more than their fair share at home, and at the same time they are taking care of aging parents. At the same time they have children that frankly aren't children anymore, but they have a failure to launch. So, that's me, this is my life. So they're so busy that they're not really don't have time to notice great service. I mean, I don't know, I've seen a few people walking around, got Starbucks cup here and there. I don't know if when you picked up your cup of coffee on the way in, if whether or not afterwards, and I doubt that you did this, but maybe it was a great experience, maybe not. But I doubt if as you picked up your coffee on your way here, you phoned up 3 of your friends and said, hey, I just want to let you know I had a really good experience at Starbucks. It's very good. You really must go there. We're kind of busy. And when we're not busy, we are plugged into the technology. And you've seen this. You'll see folks who are either driving around with cell phones or people who are walking around checking email, tweeting, and texting. Or go to a gym. Used to be that was a social interaction thing. Remember that in the old days? You talked to the person on a piece of equipment before. How's your day going? Pretty good. But now you ask them a question like that, and why aren't they listening? Yeah, they're huh? What? Sorry. Watch the screen. Sorry, watch the screen. Here we go. So we're plugged in. So what we're finding is it used to be that good customer service, if you provided good customer service, people would talk about you and your business would grow. I believe that is no longer the case. Now people, it's not that they don't talk about you, they don't even notice you. You can provide good customer service all day long and people will not even notice. The question then becomes, what are you doing for your customer that's remarkable? I mean that figuratively, that, wow, that's different. I also mean it literally. I mean people will remark on it. They will talk about it. Most of the services that we can provide good services as expected, and people hardly notice. So the question is, are you doing anything different than anybody else? Does it stand out? If it's just good and nice and the rest of it, big deal, not even noticed. So the question then becomes, what are you doing? Well, that leads us to our third question. And the third question I asked you to discuss is, what do you expect when you are a customer? Turns out in researching a first book, Service Icon, we did surveys with over 400 organizations and their customers. And the customer base extended to over 10,000 customers. In those surveys, what we found, you and I as customers have some 35, give or take, expectations. So were I to take all your feedback, I asked you to come up with 5, put them on a flip chart. Statistically, we know, because there's over 21 of you, and that would be the magic number, we'd know that we have 35 expectations. Well, great, but we can't be all things to all people. So if we were just going to focus on those areas that would give us the most return, and of course, how many should we look at then? Well, there is a principle, we've seen it work many times before. It's the 80-20 rule, known as the Pareto principle, and that is that we get 80% of our results from 20% of our activities. So 20% of the 35 is 7. We narrowed it down to the top 7. If we could not do all 35, but we could just focus on these 7, what would they be? And wouldn't that make us remarkable? Well, that's what we're going to focus on.